Welcome back, everyone, to the Average Aussies, episode 10. Biggest one of the season because the best result of the season.
Bias.
I'm here with all the boys, but we've got a new face. We've got Jake here. How are you, mate?
Good, man.
Beef?
Been better.
Yeah, suck shit. And we got Zachy here, our resident actual soccer player. How are you, mate?
Well, could be better as well.
Why don't you tell everyone who you are, who you go for?
I'm the resident Manchester United fan. Just hanging on. After last night's game, I didn't want to wear the jersey, but I still wanted to wear red.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
I won't be wearing my Spurs jersey for a week at least.
How'd you get into Sporting United?
Paul Scholes. Just
Scholesy, old resident ginger.
that's pretty much why I saw him when I was younger. Actually, funnily enough, my favourite player at the time when I first started playing soccer was Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell. Yeah, the boys.
I went for the fellow ginger.
Nice, mate. Nice. All right. Well, as always, people, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on the video, please. Our socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and the Fantasy League. Don't forget to join the Fantasy League. We say it every week. You got to join. Ethan's taking us on a holiday.
It's getting heated in there. Someone needs to bring Andrew down
on a holiday. And if you haven't noticed already, my voice is quite hoarse. I had a grand final yesterday that was me and Jake went to that was quite uneventful. Don't want to talk about it. Anyway, we'll get into the real results, the good results. First off the bat, let's go BFOS. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. What'd you think?
Oh,
I'll let you go first.
really, really disappointing. Yeah. Honestly, I thought we'd get up for it. Going to the Emirates, could go first, and we played like that. I was really, really poor. I think Arsenal played well. Definitely not going to be that salty fan. They deserve to win. Emerson Royale, if anyone's watched the first 9 episodes of this podcast, fuck me dead. He's so shit. He cannot be in a team that's going to win the Premier League. So I don't know why Conte plays him. He's a good bloke, but he's not good enough as a football player. No, but like on the socials and that, like he's a good guy. You can't dislike sportsmen just because they're not great on the field. But
I strongly disagree.
Yeah.
But
well, do you want to talk about that first of all? Do you want to get that out of the way?
I just need to get that off my chest.
The red card.
Red card.
You think it wasn't?
Okay. I rewatched it the next morning after all the passion was gone out of my mind, but a terrible tackle.
Yeah.
He was going away from goal, back towards the corner. It was 2-1. Like, we're in this.
Yeah.
And he does this ridiculous,
that's what
casual, high...
Lazy. Lazy is the
shocking.
word to call it. Running away from... That's what I was saying to you on the night. Running away from goal. Like, it's just a dumb challenge, man. You come in... Like, I thought straight red. There's a lot of people that thought it was a strong yellow. I don't know. I think it was straight red.
Based on the game, I felt like it was a yellow because the ref let everything go. So it was actually shocking.
Based
Everyone
on the game, that could have been a nothing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to say Martin Odegaard got absolutely smashed through the back of the legs for nothing. Like, that was the first card of the game, red card.
And I think everyone was surprised. But, that was the flashpoint. I think it sucked because it took the excitement out of the game for the Spurs fan for the last 45 minutes or whatever it was. But just disappointing. Looking back, it's been a few days now. I think that could hurt us after City's result. Second's not going to be an easy spot to take. So
no,
really
an improvement.
Really upset. Yeah,
not having Royale on the team though.
So. Yeah, well, that's
good point. So Conte's going to get 3 weeks.
Excited he got
3 weeks to see Royale not in the team. Hopefully, Perisic moves to the right. Sessegnon starts on the left. And we win 3 on the trot, and he won't get back in the team. That's what I hope.
No, well, let's talk what happened. So we went ahead early with a big strike from Thomas Partey. Big strike, top bins. Lloris, I think you said Lloris could have done better. I don't know.
Not that one.
I don't know if he could have.
Not that one, no.
That
was a world.
That one was top bins. So
that's your classic strike. I love those ones.
That's like
all coming across.
Yeah.
It's like, how dare you?
Apparently, that's like the 30th attempt he's had outside the box the first time he scored one. It's like he goes to that shot like once every 2 games and just absolutely skies it.
With a goal like that,
couldn't hit it cleaner.
Yeah, I know.
He's going for the rest of this.
And he outside, and he caressed it too, but he hit it with power at the same time. It was nice. Then we gave away a penalty, right? The penalty was Gabriel's fault. Shitty challenge, stupid challenge inside the box. But I think Xhaka has to take a bit of the blame for that because he was the one that had that clearance before it. So he headed it. Someone headed it out and then he chested it back down straight into the path.
He was outside the 18-yard box, wasn't he?
He was, right on the edge and he chested it. I think he was trying to get it back to Gabby, but Richarlison was in between. You just got to get rid of it there. And that was just, it was a stupid challenge. But in saying that, if he doesn't make the challenge, does then Richarlison go on to score that goal? I'm not sure.
Probably not. He was woeful.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and it went exactly how I said it was going to go. We'd have the ball, you guys would sit behind, and then we'd just try and play throughs. And that's literally what happened. We got a good start with an early strike from outside the box, so pretty much nullified. When Thomas Partey hit that ball, you had 9 outfield players in front of him, behind him, in between him and the goal. I was the only person behind him was Kane, other than the goalkeeper. If you include the goalkeeper, it was 10 people behind the ball.
As soon as you scored, that was better for us because we were oh, fuck, we've got to play now. And we got possession back for the next 15 minutes. But I think Richarlison, he wouldn't have scored because he was invisible. He added nothing. Losing Kulusevski and adding a 60 million pound player, I was like, here we go. It's his chance to show us why he's that dear. He was invisible. He gave, was it Zinchenko? Was Zinchenko your left back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave him nothing. He didn't. I don't think he took him on once.
No.
Not one duel.
No. And then, but to be fair, I don't think Son was that great. I think Ben White had him covered. Son was quiet.
Kane was quiet.
Your midfield was quiet. Kane got his penalty that he gets in the North London derby, 100 away Premier League goals or something for him. But we went when it went 1-1. I was kind of it went 1-1 and it was kind of half time pretty much. And then after that, we come out in the second half and it was just more of the same.
Yep.
I think we scored before the red card, didn't we? That was.
I think you would have won even if the red card didn't go in.
So did I.
Our performance was really poor.
Yeah. So do I. And the second goal, Lloris, absolute howler.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but who knows? You might have been better off having, what's his name, Foster in there.
Fraser Foster. Debut.
The air swing was...
He harbour bridged, he went over it, didn't he? Saved the first one, and then it went over him, and then Poacher's goal of Jesus just in there, following him around.
Came off your defender.
Yeah, Romero passed it back to him. It was easy. Should have just got it. He went sideways, it went under his stomach.
Yes, and then you got the red card, but as you said, the thing that shocked me, right, red card, and on the night, I don't know if you've changed your point of view, those subs that Conte made 4 in a row, and I said he's in damage control, he just doesn't want to lose by more, he's not even going to try and get something out of this game. You said on the night that there's no way he'd be doing that. Have you changed your mind on that?
Yep.
I was looking at it, I'm
good.
Who'd he take off? He took off Son?
Yeah.
He took off
Richarlison.
Did he take off one of your midfielders?
Maybe Bentancur.
I think so.
He put on 3.
And Langlet or something like that.
He put on 4 backs, I think.
Yeah, he took off Langlet.
And when I seen that, I was like, wow. He's just fucking packed up shop, said, don't worry about it, boys. I mean...
He got out-managed. Our team got outplayed.
Yeah.
So there's no positives for that for Spurs. Not one thing that we can take into next week, other than Royale being out.
Yeah, Royale being out is your biggest benefit out of
Take
that.
Serious.
Well, and then the last goal, of course, the man of the moment, Xhaka. That was another honking defensive performance from Tottenham there. Dyer, I don't know where Dyer was going.
Man.
He got sold a lot, and then Xhaka just put in the bottom corner. So... in all honesty, as you said, Heath, that's a deserved victory for Arsenal, unfortunately for you, but we played really well. I'm really happy with that. And
I love watching you guys play.
Yeah.
To be honest. You're a great young team.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just, we're just moving forward.
were you waiting for maybe a Xhaka tackle, though, being the North London
No,
derby?
see, that's my thing. He wasn't not in the game, but he made that little error for the penalty. But other than that, man, he played superb. You guys, when they scored the first goal, you see him pull him into the huddle. He let Partey celebrate, and then he pulled all the players in the huddle, gave him this big speech about don't get carried away, just go back to doing your job
really
and shit
taking
like that.
Leadership role.
Yeah, so they took the armband off him, but you can tell he's still being a leader, and that's why he hasn't been dropped by any manager that's come in while he's been in the team. He's always in there. He's a leader in the dressing room. He's a leader on the field, and now he's shown with his actions that he can lead the team too. So
he's a conduit to Odegaard, isn't he?
Yeah, and to be fair, I think Odegaard was a bit quiet, I think, in context of the game. I think our two wingers, Saka and Martinelli, my God, like he had spiders on him. Some of the shit he was doing, we were saying he's wheeling around the hot dog cart. He just selling everyone hot dogs. Jesus was going straight through him. Like for us, that's a massive result for us because we come out. Our first test was against you guys, against United, which we faltered. We deserved. I would say we deserved to beat United, and then we go to like Tottenham come to us and we do them like we should have.
It was a reality check for us.
Massively.
I think we'll look back at that game in the season. If we do have a good season, which I'm sure we will, we'll look back and go, okay, we were not good enough that day, start of October, when they come to White Hart Lane and we beat them. That we need to do the work now to get to that point because we are a drop below City and Arsenal at the moment.
This is my thing is what I was saying, man. Like, you come to the Emirates and you sat behind the ball, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the style you can take to like teams like that. Like, you can't take that style to City and like just sit behind the ball and hope that you can defend the entire game. You know what I mean?
Well, we've beaten City 2 of the last times we played them, I think. We were the only team to beat them twice last year. So I think I was disappointed that we didn't show more at the Emirates because you're right, playing that style, I think it was too unimaginative. I think when we went 1-0 down, especially when the red card happened, it's like try something different. Maybe play 4-3-3, do something so we can actually try to win.
Yeah, like change your formation or something like that. Yeah, like do
like
something.
You're trying to play for a bit of luck, like be solid in defence, and then hopefully you get a lucky break.
Yeah, so
and that's how you've beat City like twice.
And
last year,
as I've said 100 times, if Kane and Son aren't firing,
well, we do say that, yeah, and they were off. So
maybe Son back to the bench.
Yeah,
I would not now. Not now. Richarlison played so poor.
He wasn't in the game, so maybe he should go back to the bench. Maybe he needs
start in the second half.
Maybe he needs a proper rest. Like
bring him on like Griezmann at Atletico.
But if Kulu's injured, you can't.
Did you find out how long he's out for?
No, not yet.
So, who have you got next? Brighton. Oh
no.
God. That's a tough trot for you guys up next, but us.
All right. As I said, reality check. If you want to win the fucking Premier League, you got to play good when you go to Arsenal. We didn't, so.
And we're in fucking red hot form, so we're top of the league, baby. Top of the league. Anyway, moving on, Zach, we're gonna have to try and draw some blood here.
Your debut show, you're going to get rinsed.
Yeah. I don't really have a leg to stand on, to be honest.
No, well, so it was Man City 6, Man United 3. To be honest, if I'm being honest, that scoreline's massively flattering to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I sort of said before the show. City conceding 3 is maybe the only thing the league can take out of that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
That they
kind
sometimes
of switched off a bit.
Leak goals or they switch off. But after that game, I don't know where to look for positives.
Because you were promising up until this game.
Oh, that's what I mean. It's a hard one because you had that trot and then you come up against that opposition and it's like you just folded like a launch.
Or do you just kind of fucking write that off against arguably the best team fucking going at the moment?
Good point. I was going to say that. I think you won 4 in a row. Playing City is not a true measure.
At the MDA.
For the benefit of the team, they have to write it off. But
well, that's true, yeah.
As a fan... I could pick so many negatives from that game.
Yeah.
And it was just... I knew within the first 5 minutes that Eriksen should not be playing there.
Yeah, you did say that, yeah.
He does not have the physical capabilities to, like, De Bruyne running past you, Haaland dropping back and getting the ball.
And they
just wasn't strong enough, wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
And they would just turn straight past him and he was grabbing at them. And
there was one I think I seen this morning watching, like, the highlights and stuff like that where you can see Eriksen like looking behind him, trying to find.
Yeah, he was trying to find
where De Bruyne was so he could get in the right spot. And by the time he worked it out, De Bruyne's gone. The ball's to him, and he's just like gone. And that's he's what he's pretty much playing like a centre mid. Yeah, which is not his position, right? Attacking mid is his position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like credit to him, he's been playing good for us against those teams. But when we come up against a physical team, just cannot hold his own, and I don't know why we're not playing Casemiro because we pay so much money for him.
What the fuck? Yeah. How is he still sitting on the bench for you guys?
That was the game to play him, right?
That's the prime game.
KDB, get him out there, point to prove.
Like he's been in.
You've got like $850,000 in 2 players just sitting there on the bench.
That's what I was about to say. Probably the richest bench, but he's played for Real Madrid in the biggest games.
Yeah.
He knows
And he's
what
not
is
like-
expected.
And he was playing for Madrid before he come to you guys, wasn't he? Or was he sitting on the bench? I'm not sure.
No, he's playing, yeah.
No, he was playing because who's coach for Madrid?
Ancelotti now.
Ancelotti. He was like, I don't know why he's moving to
Yeah, why would you go to United?
while we were struggling, but I thought it was a great pickup, and we haven't utilised him yet.
No, not at all. And as Ethan just said, that's the prime game where you want someone screening that back four.
Especially McTominay. That's another.
Oh,
He couldn't hit it. He could not.
Scott fucking McTominay. I've told everyone about him. He's fucking not a footballer.
He could not hit a 5 metre pass. Like, let's be honest. Like legit, the commentators were like, "Well, McTominay can't hit a pass today," and I was like,
You can't ever
"Or
hit a
yesterday,
pass.
or tomorrow, sort of
Or
thing."
next week.
So, I just don't. I could change so many things in that lineup. Our centre backs as well. I was, I commented on the last podcast. I'm like, no, they'll be right. About your comments, but deep down, I just don't know. I don't know where to go. Whether we change our whole playing style to get Harry Maguire back in there.
Oh, you reckon?
Well,
That's what Southgate will do.
That's a big call.
They've won 4 in a row without him.
yeah, I know, but then we just got absolutely obliterated up front.
That's what I mean, but I don't think that's a
He's
true
the most
measure
expensive
to
centre-back
change
of all
after
time.
the 4 wins. I think anybody has City played anybody else in the
But
top
they-
half of the table, like the top 6.
Don't believe so.
Yeah.
Someone
so-
message Nudo.
Yeah. So,
We're out without a fact checker. We're
Sorry,
going to
I don't-
struggle.
Arsenal
I
was
don't
the
bring
only other
those,
team that was kind of
those facts.
up there.
that's what I mean. Say if they played Arsenal, Spurs, and it was like a 2-1, then it might be a measure. But you're the first to go up against them. I think.
Yeah, we bring
won't
on
know.
Lindelof and. Yeah,
I said-
I'd love to play centre back for United. Like,
We'd love to see that.
Yeah, I said last week, I said, everyone gives me shit that's about like on the couple of the reels about Martinez and fucking Varane saying, oh, they're going to be the best centre back. I'm telling you, they're not. Martinez will get found out in the Premier League. Just like don't get me wrong, he's up against arguably the best Premier League player we might ever see. And I know that's
God status.
I
That
know
bloke
that's
is gonna
crazy because he's played how many games? 10 or something like that.
And then you've got the established best guy in the league as well,
Yeah.
KDB, feeding him.
True.
Like, and so don't get me wrong, that's a tough test, but like you get 6 put past you. Like you got to be looking at your defense, you got to be looking at your goalkeeper, and I guess your midfield, and that's Scott McTominay, Martinez, Varane, De Gea, those like players. That's where like you just got bodied pillar to post, man.
there's an 18-yard box, and we gave them about 3 metres of space inside that 18-yard
Yeah.
box, and they took every inch.
They take it, yeah,
And-
exactly right.
And you see Haaland with Martinez behind him up for the fucking corner.
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah.
What chances? He
Well,
got?
they had Christian Eriksen marking Haaland on corners, and I'm like, what is this attack?
Ten
But
Hag.
We're so stagnant. There was one that I said before we got on here. Haaland just slowly drifts to the back post and jumps about 20 foot in the air.
Yeah.
And no one follows
It
him.
stays
Yeah.
there.
No one follows him.
Varane should
the
be on him,
basic
right?
Yeah, the basic defending.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing with this zonal man marking. Like, someone's got to pick it up, and it's like, hang on a second. Like, if you've got a guy like Haaland, you should have your biggest, strongest defender going with
absolutely.
him.
Yep.
Whether he pulls him out of position, that should be in your game plan. That when he gets pulled out of position, there's some way for someone to drop in and fill it in.
We've got Varane, and he's tall, but he's built like a toothpick, I tell you what.
Yeah, like,
So, he
and he's old, man. Like, he's
he
old.
is. His
You
turn
can
of foot
see it.
is
Yeah.
about as fast as Van Dijk's
So
At the moment.
at the moment.
Well, I guess we should probably talk about the freak Haaland. That's his 3rd hat trick in a row at home.
Amazing. We could be looking back in years thinking, what are we witnessing? Honestly.
I think we are. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now being like, what are we watching right
At
now?
the start, I was a bit, it's the Premier League. He's only done it for Borussia Dortmund. Come here, and he has not stopped.
Do you know how many hat tricks he's scored in
15.
Yeah, 15
His
hat tricks
career.
in his career, in his professional career.
I seen a stat comparing him to Messi and Ronaldo, which is, the measure of a player these days. And it was something like at 22. I think Messi had scored 51 goals. Ronaldo had scored 54. He scored 170.
Yeah, oh, man. Well, how many goals is he on now? What's that, 12?
14.
14, yeah.
So 14. So Dion Dublin was saying when I was watching this morning, if you can get to Christmas with like, I think he said like 12, 13 goals, you're like, all right, I'm doing all right, because you'll probably double that to come.
Yep.
He's going to be on probably like 30 goals by the time he gets to Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
think about that. Like 30 goals halfway through the season.
It could
like,
be that
here's-
skewed in the record books where it's got like everybody else and then him on a different page.
Here's one for you. So it took the previous record holder 48 games to get 3 hat-tricks.
Yeah.
He's at 8 games.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he's a freak, man.
But it's like Michael Owen was quite far ahead of other players.
He's
And then you've got like everyone else is in the 50s and 60s to get 3 hat-tricks, and he's at 8.
yeah.
Just a shame it's at Man City.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I was-
they won 4 of the last 5, and now what chance do the rest of us have, honestly?
I was saying,
FIFA.
well, they're not
Bring
on
in-
top, brother. brother. They're not on top.
Like I said,
you
they
just
can,
get
They're
Stay
on top
above
of fucking fudging FIFA fair play regulations. So.
they can concede though. They
yeah.
can concede, and that's what I think the
we
league
need
has to hold
we
on
need
to.
to hold on
Yeah.
to.
Good point.
Well, yeah, you're up 6-0, but you're a professional athlete. Like, you guys want to win a game.
Yeah.
And I know as
for
myself
10-0.
as a defender,
Go
for the
I never
elusive
wanted to
10.
concede. I wanted
Yeah,
a
you're
clean, sheet.
to take them.
But Zach, you play with a lot more heart than these fucking players a lot of the time.
Well, Ten Hag come out and said that. He said after the game, he goes, "Oh, you can't come to City and just be like, oh, not show up. Like, you didn't show anything. There was nothing."
No, there was
Similar-
nothing there. I didn't
similar
like
to
his body
Parramatta.
language either, though, Ten Hag. So he just sat there and shook his head. And I'm
Yeah.
like, stop shaking your head and find something to
Yeah,
change here.
exactly.
At least
To
have a
get-
smile on your face like Klopp.
Especially now with the extra subs, you can make an early sub in the first half.
Exactly right.
It's
That's
professional.
Yeah.
It's a professional game.
Yeah.
Pull a guy if he's doing no good.
Yeah.
And chuck someone on there. But
Scott McTominay, we're looking at you.
5 minutes in.
Well,
I think Ethan's player of the year did pretty.
yeah, Phil
pretty well.
Foden.
Yeah, but he won't be player of the year now. Fucking hell.
We can't be.
He'll be a close second, I think.
The two hat tricks in the derby is, I think there was only maybe one before that.
Yeah.
By a Manchester United player.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's...
So for us to concede that, like, I'm only thinking what
Yeah.
the ex players are, like Rio
Oh,
Ferdinand.
yeah.
All those
Imagine
guys.
Roy Keane, do me a fucking favour. Turn it off.
But it's like City are now undefeated in 20 in a row. And I think they've scored like 3 or 4 goals
Well,
in like 8 consecutive home games, which is no one's done that since Tottenham in the fucking 60s.
yeah, right. Well, if you want to talk about bench, like your bench,
Oh,
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Does he still play?
I haven't heard of him for a few months.
Like,
Sit down, mate.
what
Sit
is... what,
Let's
what
just
are
keep
you-
talking about someone else for a
You
while.
probably think Harry Kane's going to be a better player than him. Sit down.
well, what do you think, though, like having him sit on the bench? Would you bring him on?
Play him or sell him,
Yeah,
I say.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Personally,
well-
I would say that. And don't, like, he's at that stage where he's still part of the team that lost 6-3, whether he was on the park or not on the
Yeah.
park. Like, bring him on, see if he can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Magically
it.
Fucking
That's it.
bag 3 goals.
Something can happen if he comes
Because
on.
yeah, we were lackluster up front as well when we
Yeah.
did get the ball up front. Martial was the one who came on and actually looked a little bit promising. Sancho, fell back into the defender's pocket.
Yeah.
He's had a good showing at the start of this year, but
Yeah, he fucking turned up
Yeah.
against us, prick.
so
Yeah, that was...
I would have played him.
You would have played him, yeah, I
I
would
would
have
have put him
brought
on
him
at 60th minute.
As
giving
you
him
said-
a good solid half hour.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, you got 5 subs. You can afford, even if it's the wrong substitution at the time, it doesn't matter. You can rectify it with another one.
fucking
'cause
hook him
you've got-
again.
You get or take him off. Yeah,
You've
but
been
like,
subbed on, then subbed off.
yeah, you got the extra substitutions. You
Yeah.
got to use them. Like, and for Ten Hag to come out and say, "Oh, I don't," his career. Like, I didn't want to bring him on. Like, that's what he's born, like, bred to do. Like, come on and change games when nothing's
Absolutely.
going for you. Like, you know,
And if
he
you're
could-
playing, we've all played sport. If you're on the bench, all you want to do is come on. You got your boots on.
Yeah.
Got up that morning thinking you're going to play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're
Depending
Sure,
on
I'm
how
sure
bad the
when
hangover is.
Ronaldo was eating his wheat bix that
Oh.
morning, he was itching to get on the pitch.
Definitely. And what it does, it tells more about him not coming on for the rest of the season. It
I
tells
think-
every fan and
Yeah.
every pundit that
I think
don't care.
Because I reckon he would have played on for another couple of seasons. He's still mate, right?
He's going to Chelsea
Yeah.
in
In
January.
that
Yeah, they
sounds
say that.
outrageous. No.
And
He will. Graham Potter, good luck, brother.
Look, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it would be sad to see.
Yeah, of course.
But at least it just doesn't go to City.
Well, that's yeah.
Oh, fucking.
I guess that's what. I guess that's probably what saved is that he went to United, not City. But now he's getting treated like shit at United. He probably wish he did go to City.
Oh, in
100%.
hindsight, absolutely.
But all right, well, we'll take a break after those two.
Yeah, it's been 25.
Yeah, results, and we'll come back and get stuck into Jenga. Alrighty then, let's get into the next nice little result of the weekend. Liverpool 3, Brighton 3. Jake, your defence is in all sorts.
Atrocious.
Well, at least we didn't concede 6.
Is that your only highlight of that game?
I guess I would take a draw right now too.
Yeah, I rest my case. It was fucking absolutely shambolic. Like, I was like, okay, we've got to come out a good showing, get through the first 15 minutes, fucking keep it nice and chill, and then fucking bam, we're down 2-0.
What did you've said the first 4 games or whatever, conceding early. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, you guys just letting, like, there's soft goals. And, like, Brighton were all over you at the start of that game too. Like,
yeah, if it wasn't for Alisson, it could have been 6.
Well, yeah, he made a few good saves, didn't he?
And I kind of almost feel sorry for him because it's just fucking throwing his stats down.
Well, he made that first save in, like, the first, I don't know how many minutes, and got up and started berating whoever it was that was out there.
Fucking so. I think that needs to
Personally,
happen.
I think the biggest thing is no matter what happened 80 minutes before that, you guys put yourself in a place to win that game.
Yep.
Boh.
And it came down to some very lackluster defending.
Absolutely.
That, as a fellow defender, I could say anything about Harry Maguire, but
Yeah.
Van Dijk is just not turning up. Like, he's just not. It doesn't look like he's there.
I was reading an article and they were saying that he's not concerned about anything other than the World Cup at the moment.
You can fucking tell.
He just doesn't want to overexert himself. He just wants to cruise into the World Cup.
Is that what? Has he missed the last one or something, or is it just like he just wants to make sure that he's there?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
like that. Surely that can't be true though. Like,
no, but
you would hope as a professional footballer that pays his fucking wage.
Yeah, I know.
You would turn up, but even if he goes to the World Cup with his form's absolutely honking. Who says he's going to get in the side playing like that?
Well, he's the captain, so
I don't give a fuck when he's playing like that.
Like, he just hung his leg out for that last goal you guys conceded. Did it go through his leg or it nicked off his leg? And
no, I think he missed completely. But it was just like, just kind of hang a fucking knee out. Like, it wasn't even.
That's his sort of style, but isn't it? It's very smooth. He doesn't
last,
like to look like he's jumping.
That's exactly right. But last year he would have fucking put his foot through that and it would have gone back to halfway.
But he is very, like you said, Ethan. But he reads the game so well that he can be in that mode at the moment.
Right.
I don't know if he's not reading it well and it's now catching him out, or he's just literally not. Like,
it must be focus. You're
to
right.
be honest, I think it's probably a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's he's getting concerned with Trent getting caught out with everything, every fucking attacking play.
Imagine dealing with Trent.
The constant swaps in our defence because of injuries.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't had.
And then I think it's just on him as well that we keep on conceding goals. I think if we get a run of form where we don't concede the first goal within the first fucking 10 minutes every fucking
He's
game,
all right, yeah.
he might slowly get back into something.
You could be onto something there that he's worried about, like Trent. Is Trent on the outside of him or is he on the other side?
I think it's the other side.
Yeah, but like obviously coming in and trying to cover him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like Van Dijk should know his job. With Trent,
at the end of the day, they're all fucking professional footballers.
yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just really strange to what's going on there. Like, I can't. Like, is it your midfield that's like letting you down? Like, are they not doing a good enough job of screening?
Is the
guys?
league exposing Trent that much now, or is he just not playing well?
To be honest, I don't feel like anyone's trying to expose him. I just think he's playing fucking terrible.
Yeah. Defensively.
And you've seen him, he goes up, and I just think he's fucking just off it at the moment because he dawdles back. Do you know what I mean? He used to run back, and then he'd get back in a position a hell of a lot quicker. Now it is just like,
Maybe he doesn't want to play there anymore.
yeah.
Maybe he's
There
like,
could- there
I'm-
could
He
be
looks
some-
like he doesn't want to be
Yeah,
there.
that's exactly right.
And I've seen a lot of better people do clearance headers than that bloke does the
Mate.
clearance header.
And then it's like
Well,
whenever he goes for a fucking header, he should be going for a chest. Whenever he goes for a chest, he should be going for a header.
Yeah, that goal you conceded where
Yeah.
he chested it
And
straight through.
I was talking to Ethan about it at the time. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have done that.
He's had a month off as well, no
Yeah.
Premier League game, so I was really expecting
Yeah.
just to come in and
At Anfield,
dominate.
Yeah.
against a decent fucking team, which
Yeah.
I prefer to play against.
Yeah, I was about to
And
say,
I
we've got to
think-
give credit to Brighton. They,
Oh, yeah,
after losing
100%.
their manager,
yeah.
to still be playing the way that they're playing, because the way they started that game, I was like, if I was a Brighton fan, I'd be like,
You'd be stoked, yeah.
stoked with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way this season's going.
It's like Trossard, just every time he
Just
versus.
hope they can hold on to him.
Yeah. Or
I
you'd
don't
say he might-
care.
You might go to Chelsea, but
Yeah, I think Potter wants
Maybe
him.
we need to buy him.
some,
Because that's
someone
what we normally do. Anyone that plays well against us, we're like, oh, we'll buy you.
Thank you.
did you play at Southampton?
Oh,
Oh, look at me. I'm the captain now.
I think the other thing with Trent is like now that the spotlight, like because before you were winning, he had assists going.
That's right.
No one was really looking at his defense, so like he didn't
Yeah.
really have pressure on him defensively. Now you could imagine every time he's defending in his head, he's probably thinking like everyone's like, you know, what do people think? Like what are people saying? Like that pressure
Yeah.
starts to build mentally, and now the entire nation of England is on this guy's back about
right.
defending because they're trying to like the England squad, like all this shit. Like I think it's also that just compounds massively on top of the
right.
poor kid.
Yeah.
Like yes, he's not the greatest defender, but as Nudo said, he was pointing out like some of the stats he has creatively are insane.
Yeah.
I think he's
Oh, he's
only
a great-
second assist to Kevin De Bruyne's ahead of him.
Great
like
player. He's a great player.
But so that's the other
just
thing
a
as
terrible
well.
defender.
Yeah.
When we are conceding goals, he is not getting these assists that he's so
yeah, well, he used
well
to,
known
but
for,
that's
you
because
know?
Salah's fucking off as well.
Yeah,
Salah's not there.
That's one
Salah's
thing.
gone missing. I told
Signed his big contract. Tell him
What did I say, everyone? What did I say? He signed a big contract and then he go fucking disappearing. He's on holidays. I'm telling you, he's in retirement mode.
Not an exact science.
I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you. Where's he been? Where's he been?
Well, he's getting overshadowed by fucking Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, well, that's a fucking problem in my eyes.
I was sell.
yeah,
And I'm like,
that's what I was going to say to you. How about Bobby? Like,
He should have scored a hat trick
yeah,
with that header.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
But for him to be scoring, I thought Firmino was.
I know.
Was it against us? I said after that, I was like,
done and dusted.
I think he's.
yeah,
Well,
ma-
you said he's done and dusted.
I've said that for like the last few seasons.
Nudo hasn't said he's done and dusted, but Nudo said he's getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah,
To not see him on the first page of the goal scoring stats after 10 games is so unlike him.
Who?
It's Haaland, Kane, Mitrovic, Firmino, Jesus.
yeah.
No, I don't even know where he is.
Are you talking about Salah?
Yeah, like usually at this time of the year,
Yeah.
he's either first or second. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even in the top.
I believe he has a goal.
Don't know. Not even there.
I think he's got one.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not. He's like out of my fantasy team. See you later. I got rid of him the other week.
Yeah,
he's not
can't
coming back
afford that
anytime
30 mil.
soon.
I've still got Trent. I don't know why.
So
yeah, we're getting rid of Trent.
the question is, Jenga, where to for you guys now? Like, what do you need to change? Who do you, what needs to happen at Liverpool? Like, are we talking
We need to
7?
travel to Emirates and beat you.
Yeah, good luck with that, brother. No, is
Wait, wounded animals.
oh please. I wouldn't
think-
even call you wounded. I'd call you sick.
I think the fourth
Please be
position,
them.
the fourth in the top 4, the fourth position is so wide open. I think like
Yeah. Oh,
anyone
no doubt.
who finds a little bit of consistency, whether it's United, Liverpool, mate. If Brighton can sneak in there,
Brighton.
I like this guy.
Brighton, what are they, fourth?
but yeah. Before I come on, I sort of wrote down. I think I've got City on top there, but I love watching
Yeah,
Arsenal
well-
play. So I think they're the two that are going to just duel it out
Go
at the
along,
top
yeah.
there. Anyone but City. So, and then I think Spurs.
Oh, I
we'll
think
get there
as a
kick in the
league,
gear.
anyone of a fan of EPL is going for Arsenal long term.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. It's a long season, boys. It's a long season.
Would
There's
you
a-
change anything, Jake? What would you change moving forward?
for Liverpool?
I would change the scorelines.
oh my god. You fucking kid.
Maybe
That's called expert analysis on the average Aussie.
that was a bit average. Maybe not conceding first to start
Yeah.
with, but I mean just like formation, players.
I think we're going to have to start changing formation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think who was I talking to? Campo. yesterday. He wants to go back to a 4-4-2.
Yep.
I think Nudo said he wants him to go back to a 4-2-3-1. I think he said. Was that, mate? I'm sorry if I got that formation wrong. Figure.
No, that was right.
I think that's what he said.
Fucking fuming.
Or is it like a 4-3-3? Do you go back to that? Like what? Something's got to change.
Yeah.
Or even better, I got a better idea for you.
Do tell.
Sack Klopp. Klopp out. Hashtag Klopp out. It's going to be trending. I'm telling you. Ange Postecoglou in. Let's go, baby.
He's had his 7 years.
It's a 7-year syndrome, mate. It happens everywhere.
If you play 4 at the back, do you play Trent at right back?
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I don't.
Personally.
But you
more
don't have
defensive
someone to
role.
bring in, do you?
No. That's that as well.
That
Or you can
Simicast
play-
guy's all right.
He's left-footed.
That
That Simicast guy isn't all right.
He's a bit like Emerson Royale.
He was always good cover for Robbo, and Robbo's not playing. And I think that's hurting us as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Robbo being out probably.
But Robbo was under some pretty fucking stinking form too. So
As I said, it's all it's from Matt.
I
It's-
love watching the big 4 play. So
manager down.
Unlike Nudo, I do watch Liverpool play. because I watch United play.
little sly little jabby jab.
But I just think that going forward for you guys, like it's so hard to watch them bring Milner on. He's let's be honest, he's a 37-year-old guy.
I love Milner, but
You don't bring him on to change a game.
He's not.
No.
Yeah, he's not your game changer.
No.
And I know,
especially not going forward.
I thought your injuries came back with this time off. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bit of all sorts going
We
on.
got Thiago back, Matip's back in the back line.
Is Thiago back? Did he start?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did.
right.
So, it'd be nice if we didn't have fucking Arsenal and City as the
Yeah,
next two
well.
games to kind of
And whatever Champions League you got in between that.
might
so
kick you into gear. You never know. You can only
that
hope.
is true, and hopefully we can just go to fucking Emirates and actually be like, oh shit, we're versus a team that is playing fucking substantially better than us.
Yeah, well,
Try and jazz
try and
up.
not concede first.
Yeah, well that's the goal.
All right, well, there you go. You heard it here first. Klopp out.
Leo out.
All right, we'll move on. Bournemouth, Brentford, 0-0.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I thought Brentford would go there and score a few.
I'm telling you,
I
Gary
thought
O'Neill's
Tony was going to get a hat.
Gary O'Neill's doing all right at Bournemouth.
He is.
He's scraping through.
It's a good change they made.
I
They
think-
were pathetic before they fired their coach.
I think there was a contentious call, 2 contentious calls in that game. I think there was almost a penalty for Bournemouth and then there was almost a penalty for Brentford, but one was on the last whistle too. But yeah, both ruled out no penalty. So, I mean, I guess even result. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 2. I didn't see that, to be fair. I thought
Palace got
Leo,
off to a
your
good
old
start.
mate, he scored, got on the score sheet.
Aubameyang, it was a good goal, eh? He didn't even look at where that goal was. He just like swung at it and fucking buried it. Like,
Instinctive, eh?
as I said, the guy can score goals, and I don't have anything.
certainly.
I don't have anything against Aubameyang. Whatever, like he
Shit
did.
attitude.
He had a shit attitude towards the end, but you can't forget what he did for Arsenal. Like he scored a lot of important goals in a lot of important games for us. So as I said, I got no bad blood for him. I don't like that he went to Chelsea. Shit club, shit fans, shit team. But
Shit owner.
shit owner.
Shit owner.
I'm going to say it suits him. I'm not an Aubameyang fan.
Oh, all right.
I don't think he did anything for
that have
Arsenal.
anything- does
What did
that
he do
have
for
anything to
Arsenal?
do
He
with
didn't
him
finish
playing
above
for Arsenal?
Spurs. What did you do?
He won us the FA Cup.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You've never seen one in real life.
I walked straight into that.
Just headbutted the door on the way
We'll
in.
edit that out.
And then
Who put that there?
the winner was the ex-Crystal Palace player.
Yeah, Gallagher.
I was on loan at Crystal Palace last year.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So he
was a-
didn't celebrate.
No,
No,
So
but
that was
and-
fucking another
and-
cracking goal.
which was like, yeah, because it was a good goal. You'd probably
Yeah.
want to celebrate that
Yeah.
one. He got that up and down real nice,
Doing
didn't
cartwheels and
Yeah.
backflips even if I couldn't.
he? I'd be doing roly polies.
so grateful to be on the fucking stats is not a red card though. Eh?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, good for Graham Potter. I heard a lot of people say that he's going to do a lot of good things at Chelsea. So he's got the system in place that can play. He plays nice football. So,
New owners, new manager. Might be a new breath of fresh air that Chelsea need, honestly.
yeah, well, and like a new style of football compared to Tuchel. Like he plays a lot more like a freestyle football, like not as organised and drilled and stuff like that, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Does he
Like,
not like Koulibaly or why didn't he play?
couldn't tell you, mate.
I think he's a bit out of favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And out of my fantasy team.
Yeah. yeah. next week.
100%.
Quick. Next one, Fulham 1, Newcastle 4. Nice little red card in this one.
Yeah.
Skewed it, I think. Would have been a great match. Early red card, I think.
Yeah.
It was,
8 minutes.
8 minutes in.
Oh.
Shot,
You
honking
said it was
tackle.
terrible. I still haven't yet to see it.
Oh,
is
look,
bad.
it was bad. It was given a yellow to start with. And then
VAR.
it got called to VAR and overturned.
It was
you
6
compare
inches
that?
up the shin.
Well,
I think.
can
Would you
we...
compare that to
No, I'll talk about that. Can you... I would say, right, with that... Well, let's go back to the Tottenham game. I'd say if that's given a yellow card, I'd say that would be under review by VAR. I reckon it would have got red, in my opinion, if it was given yellow.
Live, I thought yellow.
Yeah.
But then when they slowed it down and just how he
that's
deserved it
what I
with
mean.
how lazy and
I think
careless
when
he
they
was.
do slow it down, I do agree with you there, Zach.
So-
But it's like when you do slow things down, they always look worse,
But
in my
That's
opinion.
what I
live,
mean.
live, I thought he just got him on the foot. I didn't
Same.
I
realise
knew
it
as
was
soon as
that
Martinelli
high
went
on the
down
ankle.
the way he did, I knew it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
and like that's the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All these soccer players are fucking actors, man. Come on.
No, because Martinelli's one to like try and keep going, like especially
Yeah.
if he's under the pump. I don't think he's like, and like you could hear him like yell when he went down. Like
And then 2 minutes later, it was fine.
I just think that like those kind of tackles, like as soon as you see, as you said, slow motion changes it. I think it was given yellow on the field. I honestly think that would have been overturned. That's a potential like leg breaker. Like I think, in my opinion, like
Yeah,
you're
it was
high up on the ankle.
The tackle, if you take it away from everything out of the game, it's a red card.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like
Yeah,
it
you're right,
because
yeah.
where it was in
Because
the
there was
field.
no cards.
There was no cards. You're like, oh, look
That-
at the
as we
fire in the
said-
derby. And then you actually look at it and you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck was he doing?
That ref
This-
was off his head too. By the way, like
Yeah.
that was fucking.
Emerson Royale was not doing himself any favours.
Oh, I'm not.
There was that thing that came out said he spent $1 million on himself to get
saw
himself
that.
right and better.
Cryo chamber.
Yeah, nice.
He
Literally
bought a soccer
24 hours
tutor.
later that comes
Good
out.
on you, brother. Anyway, back to the Fulham game.
Yeah.
Sorry. The red card changed the game. Newcastle pretty much dominated that game.
Yeah.
I think they would have wanted to keep the clean sheet. I think Eddie Howe said, but as he said, I can't be angry at that result. Like going away to Fulham playing nice football.
Yeah, that's right.
Screamer from Almiron as well.
Oh, how good was that goal? Yeah.
In the air, like judo chop kick. It was so good.
judo chop.
Got up there.
So the reverse volley. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah,
look
watch
up.
it. Do yourself a favour. Everton, boys. Southampton 1, Everton 2.
A big result.
Yeah.
Got
They'd-
more goals than the other team.
Yeah, they did.
Jesus. What's like low?
Dwight McNeil signing of the season. Game winner for Everton. I mean, we said when are they going to start proving us wrong? They're proving us wrong. They're getting the results against lowly teams that probably whereabouts they are. Like
That's what you got to do, though. You got to grind those fucking results.
But they got to get them wins, build that momentum, so that when they come up against like someone decent, that you got a bit of confidence under your belt.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad we've already versed them.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They're on even points with Liverpool. You would not. You would have paid me $1 million to say that. It's
Maybe 5 years ago,
yeah.
I would have accepted
They're
that.
they're on the top of the screen on the ladder. You don't even have to scroll down to see everything. It's ridiculous.
Fucking yuck.
Hold it up. Let the people see it.
They've played 8 games, though, haven't
You
they?
open
Zoom
the
in on
ladder
that.
and you can see the badge of Everton. It's,
Ethan, they've played 8 games, though, haven't they?
they
Liverpool
have.
game in
It's a
hand.
good point.
Thank Christ for
But
that.
still,
Crisis
That
averted.
might not change till fucking...
Yeah, next year sometime.
We might lose 2 on the fucking bounce.
Next one, which has got a very big talking point in it. West Ham United 2, Wolves 0 after that game. Bruno Lage.
Bye-bye.
See you later, brother. Gone. Did not see that coming.
Not at large anymore.
round 10, 2 managers already gone.
I know.
Is that just the norm of the Premier League in this decade?
Wait, but
honestly,
honestly, not 2 managers would have predicted that.
No,
would they?
exactly right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I did not see Wolves manager getting sacked.
Yep.
3rd manager could be sacked tonight.
You think?
Brendan
Forrest. Oh, Brendan Rodgers. What?
Forest is a team.
No, I'm saying when I'm doing the thing.
Oh, Forest getting relegated early.
Either of those teams, man. They're both the cellar dwellers this season.
Yeah, but see...
Can we go back to the Hang on, we
right,
can
right.
skip 3 games. West Ham United 2, Wolves 0. I didn't watch it, but I just wanted to talk.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Do you reckon maybe because of the way West Ham has started and the owner just saw them lose 2-0 and we're like, nah, I've had enough of it.
Well, like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like the results have been that bad, but maybe I don't pay enough attention to Wolves or something. Like,
Maybe you're,
No, you're
a bit of
right.
an Arsenal bubble, mate.
You're too high up on the table, mate.
yeah, I can't hear.
They've had 1 win, 1 win, 3 draws, 4 losses. Wolves.
1 win, 3 draws, 4 losses. I mean, it's not a crash or start.
They're
Where
in the
are they?
relegation zone.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty similar to Liverpool.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I just don't know, like, when they're sacking these managers, who they're bringing in. Like, who do you bring out Wolves? Like, it's just going to have to be some, not no name, but, like, no one.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're not going to bring in Pochettino to take over Wolves or something like that. Like, that's what I mean. Like, sacking. And that's to your point about Brendan Rodgers. As I said, I don't know.
He might go to Wolves midweek.
Fuck, eh? Thomas Tuchel to Wolves. What do you reckon?
Well, actually, they're saying that he might go to West Ham. There was talks about that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, right.
Are they going to sack
Moyes.
Moisey. So Moisey could be next.
So Moyes might go to Wolves.
Leicester.
Moisey to Wolves. Tuchel to United. Brendan Rodgers on a fucking holiday.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, West Ham needed that win because I was pretty sure they were cellar dweller, weren't they? That's like their second win of the season or some shit.
That's what they got to
Pretty sure.
start.
Yeah.
They got to start winning those games.
100%.
You'd expect the 2-0 at start of the season. You look at that and you're like,
Yeah.
Well,
3
we
points.
predicted West Ham to be like,
Top eight.
Top eight, yeah.
Absolutely.
And they're just not doing it. Leeds, nil. Aston Villa, nil. Dower affair. Jesse Marsh was pretty pissed with Aston Villa time wasting.
Yeah.
Red card to Leeds.
Another red card. Is that
Yeah,
3 red
right.
cards over the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Still another game to go. Could be 4.
Under FIFA fair play regulations, Leeds are always pretty trash when it comes to cards.
Yeah, right.
The season.
But I'm with, like, Jesse Marsh was ranting about Aston Villa time wasting for a 0-0 draw. Like, as he said, you don't want to bring your fans into a stadium. He was like, I feel like I have to apologise to my home fans because we didn't get a chance to try and play football because Aston Villa were just fucking around trying to waste time.
It does burn you, doesn't it?
Yeah, like,
when
as
you're
you
on
said,
the
it's like
receiving
when-
end of it, you're like, how can this actually be a sport
know.
that has rules
Especially
around
with
it?
Gerrard as your manager.
That's my point. Yeah, it's like that's pretty.
It's not a Stevie G type of way to play, is
Nah.
it? Play
Never
from the
played that
heart.
as a player. Like,
Coutinho almost scored a screamer.
Yeah.
He almost did, but yeah, you'd
Yeah.
think with Gerrard at the helm, it'd be
Yeah,
all
it's
guns
quite
blazing.
Going for it, yeah. Well,
Time
Especially with
wasting?
only 10 players on the pitch.
It's
Yeah,
such
I
an
know,
easy
yeah.
issue to get rid of time wasting.
Yeah.
Right? You literally go, okay, the referee as the PI, if you time waste, you get a yellow card instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's abolished from the game.
Yeah.
I don't know why they allow it to
It should be
part of
straight on the
Newcastle got
goalkeepers. It should be straight on the goalkeepers. Like
Yeah.
when they're doing that whole
Yeah.
time wasting bullshit. Like
And cramp, if you're up
yeah, well,
and you
cramps.
get a cramp, it's.
Go off.
I know you can't stop the clock, which
See-
you could, but something.
This is a thing where it's like
it's called
Some
It's called
refs
extra
do.
Where
They
allowed-
did that Newcastle game where Liverpool beat them.
yeah, like but then you go to like
Yes.
where we're allowed to like play on and not play on.
Yeah.
Like if you're down with cramp, the only problem is you can't distinguish it. So I could go down and pretend I got an ankle injury and then just say I've got
You
cramp.
hold your
Yeah, but
head.
you never see the team that's winning go down with cramp if it's
know.
not when they're time wasting.
Yeah.
You never see it.
No, exactly
See
right.
City doing that, fucking Pep would be like, you're never playing again.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
if
just
they distinguished it to head injuries only, these players will just grab their
Yeah,
head.
that's
Like,
it.
they
They'll be
have.
doing
They
Cafu
have.
in the corner.
Yeah.
It'll hit him in the foot and he'll roll around like he plays in the head.
But yeah, I agree, Ethan. It's definitely something you got to try and get out of the game because, like, yeah, you down to 10 men, you're playing like,
Yeah,
you're
it's
trying to get a
disgusting.
win.
Well,
Like,
it's common. I think it's a common sense rule of the ref. If you can tell the other team are up, they're
yeah,
trying
just
to
throw some yellow cards out. Fucking
Because
who
in
cares?
other sports,
Absolutely.
like in rugby league, if you were time wasting, the fucking fans would run on the field.
What about
Yeah.
the Union the other day?
I don't know. Don't watch it.
Burnt
I don't know why
Just didn't kick it out.
football allows it.
I think that's 2 points lost there for Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%. 100.
Shit attitude.
Shit attitude.
Shit result.
Shit football team. Shit manager.
Say that again.
Nuno's seat's still warm.
No surprises.
Nah, I love you, Jim.
And last game that has been played tonight, Leicester, Nottingham Forest. Not going to be much doing there. Brendan
That's
Rodgers probably going to be sacked afterwards.
Last
according to
versus
Django.
second last. So
Yeah.
think,
So,
sacking for sure.
who knows what could happen there. What are we doing for time, Zach? How are we looking?
Yeah, at 50.
50?
Yeah.
50 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That doesn't help me. You're supposed to start from 0, so I know.
We start again at 25, so
Okay.
30.
we've done 25 and 25.
Yeah,
25,
maths.
25. So we've got 5 minutes. We'll just quickly cut it, then we'll come back, go through the games, do fantasy, then we'll leave you alone. Speaking of pretty average, first game of the season, Bournemouth Leicester. For first game of the season. First game of the round.
It could be
First
first
game
game
of
of
the
the season for a new manager.
Yeah. Bournemouth Leicester. Fuck. I know we say it a lot, dour affair. We should make shirts.
Who knows what
Dour
you yell
affair.
at me?
Average
It's
Aussie's
vanilla.
dour affair.
A flag or something.
Yeah, that's a vanilla one. Chelsea Wolves. Now, here's the thing. We talk about the manager bounce, depending on who comes in, if they can get anyone. I don't know if they've got anyone lined up. Usually you know straight away if they've got
do.
someone lined up,
Yeah,
but I haven't heard.
Lallana.
They got 6 days.
So, well, yeah, like usually if they don't have someone lined up straight away, his assistant manager comes in and, you know, that's never good for the team, I don't think.
I think Chelsea might be getting a roll on though.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will.
Surely you'd think so with the quality like they have in their team.
Chelsea, Aubameyang brace. Do Wolves 3-0 at home. All right, moving on. Manchester City, Southampton. Oh, my God.
Walk in
This
the park.
could be, honestly.
Oh, my God.
Walk in the park.
This could be
It's
it.
going to be one of two. It's going to be close. It's not going to be close.
Double figures.
That's what I was saying just before.
We're going to pay you more, Jake.
Yeah, this is rubbish.
If Southampton play
Always
well,
up- always up
Liverpool
for
will be
payroll.
signing some new players.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, look,
Yeah.
Southampton love getting maximum amount of goals put on them, so who knows what City could do to Southampton.
Could be 10.
Could be
It
blood.
literally could be 10. Haaland could score fucking 12.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, imagine how many goals that guy could score in that game. Like, this, it's just...
Wait, well, Defoe, does he have the record with 5?
Don't care.
Nudo?
Yeah.
Bueller?
No, I think he does. I think he does.
It's like training for him. He just
Oh,
stops
no,
again.
it's-
How many do I get, guys?
yeah,
Just
it's freaky.
Yeah, he got 3.
You want me to score 4? Okay.
But just quickly, I know he's taking the limelight as probably the best signing, but Saliba, because he's not an attacker, I don't think he'd probably get as much like limelight. But that guy's another, for a kid that's under 21, I think he's 20 years old.
Yeah, you certainly can't tell.
My God, like he's just come in the Premier League and just treated it like his bitch. Like against Tottenham was insane. I just wanted to point that out.
Need to throw that in there, didn't you?
Big Willie.
But you can't compare Haaland to Salamanca, whatever he said. You can't.
Are you fucking serious or what?
Ding, ding, ding.
Are you serious or what, mate?
Hector.
Speaking of needing to pay people more, you should stop getting paid at all. No, but my point is, you can't compare him. You're right, and that because he's not a goal scorer, he's a centre back. But like the way,
Oh, I thought he was a crime boss.
Salamanca or Saliba.
No, I totally agree. Being a defender, like
Yeah, you
can't-
don't get any limelight, but like against Spurs, like there's a couple. He nutted his fucking old mate in the box. I forget whoever that.
Because you guys weren't necessarily leaky in defence anyway, but he's...
No, he just come in. He just fucking owned it. It's insane. Anyway, moving on.
Gets the PP going.
Yeah. Oh, massive, massive. Newcastle versus Brentford.
Surely Newcastle got to be too strong.
Yeah, after they got a nice win on the weekend, confidence building at home, St James's Park. You got to back Brentford all day there. I mean, Brentford, Newcastle. That's the one. Brighton, Tottenham.
Massive.
Massive.
Huge
Massive
for us.
game.
If you lose in the derby and then go and lose next week,
Yeah.
it could be a free fall. Honestly,
It's
I
pretty
think-
much whatever you do, don't lose the next game.
I think Brighton coming off that draw with Liverpool,
Just got to shut down Trossard.
it's
Or buy him.
Royale's out, which everyone knows I'm really excited about. But it's about, it's about coming out and dominating, not just scraping through with a 1-0. We need to go, okay, we got outplayed by Arsenal, that's okay, but we're still third and clear third.
You need to play like you're third, pretty much.
Let's keep up with City and Arsenal now. And if we can go in there and win with a dominant away performance to a team that just drew away from Liverpool, now we're back on track. And then we get the command the respect.
Yeah.
So huge game for us. It makes me nervous, but because 2 losses on the trot, and then all of a sudden you go 4th, 5th, and then,
I'm calling a
huge
draw.
game.
I reckon Brighton 2, Tottenham 2. That's my
They
opinion.
play some nice football, bro.
Brighton play
Don't
nice
they?
football.
Yeah.
Their mids are so slick.
Their recruitment has been insane. They've got Trossard, McAllister, really good
Play to a
recruitment.
plan.
It would have been hard for Potter to leave them.
100%.
To get them in that position.
Yeah, 100%. But, you get them to that position and then the next step is to try and hold them there. So, obviously, he's kind of got them to where they would like, better than where they'd like to be and then just gone,
and
all
then
right, I'll
personally,
move on.
he probably would want to get to a big club as
Yeah,
well. So.
exactly. Once you go to Chelsea, you don't go backwards after that, I don't think. Yeah, and money, of course. Crystal Palace Leeds. Crystal Palace for me at home. I think Crystal Palace are a good side.
so?
They play good football. Like they got a good manager. I think they're a good side. Yeah, I don't see them losing that one.
They're lower than you'd think. Palace
Crystal
are
Palace,
17.
I feel like they've played some good sides though.
Yeah.
They
They
put
played
in
us.
good performances, but they've still
Yeah,
lost.
they played us. They played Chelsea. City, yeah, like they've had a tough trot. So like they're going to come through to the other side now where they get
they
these
need a big
fixtures.
win against Leeds.
Yeah, so like, and I hope for Vieira's sake that they can do it. West Ham United, Fulham. Look, you got to back Fulham.
Yeah, I think Fulham will bounce.
They have to.
Yeah,
They've been playing good football. I guess you're getting to that point in the season where it's like, was it a good start, or like, are you going to continue to play at least for the rest of the season? Like, as a big,
And I think Mitra's injured, which is a
it's a big
massive
out for them. Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
I think he got
big.
injured in the 36th minute last night,
Yeah, I saw him limping off at halftime.
and they go off to lose.
And especially against West Ham, who have just won, so they'll be trying to get some momentum going.
right, yeah.
That's what I mean. This like period is pretty crucial just before the World Cup. Like, sort out what your season's actually going to be
Yeah,
like.
only fucking 6 games out now, eh?
Yeah. Probably match of the round, I'd say, is Arsenal versus Liverpool. That's a big one for Liverpool. Like, big one for us, of course. Like, if we can go bang Tottenham, bang Liverpool, that's massive for us.
huge,
Like,
huge.
then that's when people stop going like, oh, Arsenal are in it, but they can't really contend for the title. Like, we need to,
right.
if we can beat Liverpool and move,
And if we lose this, it's like, fuck. As you were pointing out before, absolute.
you just need to
free
come
fall.
out and like, show some.
And then because we've got City the following week.
Martinelli could do some things to Trent down that side.
Well, that's
could.
100%.
But then
correct.
also on the other point, Liverpool could actually turn up.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And not concede first.
Not concede first.
That's gonna be
it's going to be
fucking
tough.
crucial, isn't
It's
it?
going to be tough against that.
And change the scoreline.
Change the scoreline.
We'll take 3-1.
We'll have that one, thank you. Look, I reckon it'll be a good game. I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Django, what's your prediction?
I reckon a 3-2 Liverpool.
Oh, goals galore. I don't mind goals, but I just hope it's the other way around. Steal the scoreline. Everton, Manchester United.
I used to
this could be
hate
a
playing
good game.
Everton. I used to hate playing Everton.
Yeah, because they used to be steely. Like,
Yeah.
they used to have a bit of menace about them. Like, and I guess maybe they might be getting that back. But, yeah, like, you would
See how much fatigue comes from the game against City will be
Just
dependent
watching
on that
highlight.
result. I
Mental
reckon.
fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
if I was, to be honest, if I was Ten Hag, I would have ripped him a new one.
Oh,
100%. You could see how
full time training
he was raging in that post-match.
in the lunchroom. Like,
Should be letting them know all day.
Every time you see one.
But, yeah.
hate you.
so, but I think it's massive for us. We need to get a win.
You need to win that
We
game.
need to bounce back.
Yeah,
If
100%.
those 4 games were worth anything
You
before that.
got a prediction for us?
I think 2-1 us United.
Yeah, nice. All right.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think United
I
will
think
come
United
out
will come
strong.
back.
3
Yeah.
or 4 goals, I think.
Actually, I might. I just think Everton's still lacking a striker. That's their only problem, I think. And last game of the round is Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. Oh,
Aston Villa need to start getting some fucking results.
I know. Especially against Nottingham Forest, who aren't playing crash hot.
just have
We'll
to.
find out what Nottingham Forest can do to Leicester tonight, and then I guess that'll set them up for what happens next week. But
Yeah.
you could even call that a nil or draw. Or like honestly, like
Aston
I don't.
Villa wasting time again. Probably.
Yeah, I
yeah.
honestly just don't even know.
Good job, Gerard.
You said all right.
You can fuck off.
Dude, I'll be fucking coming through that door any minute now.
Leave Stevie alone.
Let's quickly run through our fantasy league teams. Has everyone got their scores up? Jamie,
mate.
you got yours?
I do, mate.
What'd you get?
469 total, equal with someone else.
You and me going? Yeah. What was your weekly score?
Weekly score was 67.
Yeah, okay.
With a high of 46 from Haaland.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't captain him.
If you don't have him as a captain, you're a fucking mug.
Yeah, that's me. Thanks,
and,
mate.
And Trent with fucking
Hang on.
0.
If you don't have him as captain, you're a fucking mug. How many points did you score? 67, right? I didn't have him as captain. I managed to get 75 with a player still to play.
Is Jesus your captain?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, but imagine if you captain.
If you fucking captain correctly.
No, because I had Foden. He made up for not captaining Haaland.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah. So I had 75. I had Haaland on 23. Jesus got 16 as captain. Foden got 19. Trent Alexander-Arnold's got to go. He got 0. He's too expensive to be getting that score.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got to get out there. Reece James is coming in for me, I think. And I think Perisic too. He's got to go. He's been lackluster, to be honest. Like, there's not much doing that. They said he was going to be an assist machine. He's not even come close to that. So for me, he's out. But yeah, 75, good score. I moved up 1 position, I think. So not bad. Zach, what'd you get?
I'm on 81.
Ooh.
William's still to play, but he'll probably get 1.
Yeah,
1. So, but my top, I had Haaland as captain, 46.
Smart move.
I had
a
Trent
mug.
and Koulibaly. Koulibaly didn't play.
Koulibaly's got to go.
Yeah, he's gone. Trent's gone. He got 0. Travers didn't play. He got 0.
Might be doing a lot of
De Gea on the
-4s.
bench.
Imagine what your score would have been if you had those players play. Jesus Christ, mate.
Plus, bro.
Yeah, if Trent played, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No,
actually,
really.
my backup goalkeeper was De Gea, so
Yeah, well,
he got 0 as well. So.
I'm surprised you get minus.
Trippier got 7 for me.
Yeah, no,
back
he's
there.
good. Yeah, I might bring him in. That's not a bad
Yeah,
shout.
Tripper snipper.
Yeah. Beefos, what'd you get, brother?
76, mate.
Nice.
I'm not a mug. Haaland,
I'm not.
captain. Brought Trippier in for Trent last week. Got 7. Great little transfer there, Brooksy. Mitrovic injured in the 30th minute. That's devastating. I don't want to lose a transfer there, but hopefully he's not out for too long. Disappointing was Cancelo. He would have got me East, but conceded twice in the last 10, so he got me 1.
Oh, yuck. Don't you hate
76
that?
total, but so yeah, feeling pretty
That's why
good.
it's hard to put City players in. I feel like they're just going to...
I've taken all City back line out of mine.
I've just got Haaland and De Bruyne.
Yeah, I got Haaland, De Bruyne, and Foden.
That's deadly.
Average Aussies update. First, Andrew Craig still
You can't beat this guy, eh? He's just deadly.
5.31.
Physically, we might have to.
He's 40 points in front of Zach. Brooks is on 491 and then John Clark on 480. So keep it up,
Holy
fellas.
shit. Come on, John Clark. You got to get up there, Zach Brooks.
Fuck off.
Come on, boys.
Get up there.
Who's the new person in? Because I've gone down and I got 81.
I don't think we've had
No
anyone
one
new
knew this
since
week.
Josh Godwin.
Yeah, there's 15 of us in there.
But anyway, as we always say, make sure you join the league.
Zach.
Yeah, just join the league. There's going to be a prize. There's going to be a prize. I'll put it on the Instagram
We're
too.
going to Spain.
Yeah. We're not. Ethan's taking someone. Probably him and Andrew Craig. What a trip that'd be.
Thanks, Ethan.
Brought 3 beers.
That long COVID.
That's an inside joke. But anyway, don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and comment. Just leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of Zach.
Yeah, welcome, Zach. Hope it
Welcome,
was a good
Zach.
one, mate.
Yeah,
Boys.
nice
fun.
day,
It was
nice
fun.
debut, mate. Nice
fun.
debut.
Thank you.
We'll have to get you back next time. United get trounced.
Could be next week.
Don't forget our socials. We've got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and as we said before, the Fantasy League. Make sure you join. There's going to be prizes, or one prize. I keep saying prizes. I don't know. He's got
Last
the
to get
money.
some chocolates.
Yeah, you get the chockies. And yeah, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week for our
Episode 11.
episode 11. You're kidding
Wow.
me. As always, fellas, it's been a pleasure, Zach. Been a pleasure having you on, mate. Hopefully
you.
we'll get you back soon.
Go United.
Yeah, thanks, fellas.
No worries. Hopefully a bit happier next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks,
Why
everyone. No, not happier. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.